also asked, what is the biggest biz mistake you've ever made and the lessons you learned from it?
All right, let me look y'all in the face. We're gonna have a 1 question minimum here from now on. Y'all can't have no chains of questions, 3 and 4. We're gonna push those in the subsequent months. The biggest business mistake I've ever made. That's interesting. It's interesting. Not that I don't make mistakes, but I don't think I think about mistakes like most people do. I don't really harp on them. I just take the lesson from it and keep moving on it. So a lot of times people ask me stuff like that. It's hard for me to even reflect back on it and think about stuff like that. I will probably say a few of the ones that stand out. I went to business with my family. That one was a little sticky and a little rough, and almost did like major damage to my family. So I would say now I'm in business with my wife, so you might say, hey, Lamar, what's different? That's different. Being in business with your spouse is actually different than being in business with your immediate family. 2 different things. So I would say be leery of that because of the ramifications it can actually have on your full family structure. In addition to that, the other things I would say is one time I had to be very careful about the way we built our staff and our team because we had a staff and team that was not built around revenue. So we had a staff and team where basically, it was a bunch of people in the room where no matter how great of a job they did, it didn't necessarily drive more revenue into the business. So if the business model changes or the business model slows down, it's not like, hey, I got a person to build websites. And every time they build a website, guess what? It's a paycheck at the end of that. We could build websites for people all day. It's not like, hey, I got a person that writes copy for somebody. And if we write copy for people, then we get paid at the end of it, right? You got to make sure how you load your team and making sure that you kind of put the right people in the right place, but then it's also balanced revenue-wise, payroll-wise, and things like that. You can get in some tricky situations.